Colts, it's kind of the same thing. They want to run the ball, play good defense, limit their quarterback. I just think the Colts are going to do a better job of this weekend. What do you see in that Colts-Browns matchup?
Well, they're two teams that are very similar, and it's funny you say that. There's a number of teams now that have moved in that direction in terms of how they want to play. Minnesota's like that, clearly. So you're dealing with a Colts defense that is very front seven based. They don't blitz a lot. They rush the quarterback with 4. They've got a very good linebacking unit. They're multiple with their front looks. They've got a great 3-technique defensive tackle in DeForest Buckner, a really good linebacker in Darius Leonard. They got some people that a lot of people might not know about. They've got a nose tackle named Grover Stewart, who's a very good player. They still have Justin Houston. So they've got very good players who rely on that front 4 an awful lot. And it's a really good linebacking core. So these are two teams that are essentially built the same way, Colin. Let's run the ball. Let's play good defense. If our quarterback throws it 25 times, we're perfectly happy with that.
Four games against Patrick Mahomes, and Belichick in the first half has given him issues in all 4 first halves. What's the secret sauce? What's it take? There's been times double Kelsey. There's been times he put corners on Kelsey. Last week he played a lot of softer coverage, played a much higher percentage of zone coverage. They tend to be a more man-based defense, play far more zone coverage. So it's a different sauce, as you call it, every time, because Belichick rarely does the same thing. I think, look, this is not rocket science. You want to limit the big play. That's the thing. Mahomes is so special, off structure and off schedule, you want to make sure you limit those plays. Now, he hit a few later. I remember the big play Chelsea, they were making Williams, who's a
gotta hype myself up, man.
He's sort of their man matchup on really good tight ends for the Patriots.
Gotta get ready for this guy over here.
But for the most part, it was a really strong performance, and obviously their offense couldn't get anything generated, so it's just
good tackle, bro.
It was just a tough job.
Justin Herbert, Chargers, they named him the starter. My eyes tell me he looked a little bit, at the end of the year, that conservative Oregon coaching staff let it rip a little bit, and we were all like,
hell no.
You and I talked, we're like, that
what the fuck?
Like an
this shit hung out there all day, man.
I think the film's been impressive. I think they're doing a really nice job with him. I mean, he's not at the point in his career where he's going to be a big-time progression reader, but he's tough in the pocket. He's physically imposing. What I like most, and this is important when I evaluate a quarterback, Colin, is he is willing to turn his moves. Yeah. He's an aggressive.
That's crazy.
And I think in the NFL, you have to be that way. Now, obviously, as you develop in your career, you want to make sure that you channel that a little bit.
That's fucking crazy.
To some extent. Yeah. But I think that Justin Herbert, it's in his DNA. He's going to throw the football, and I think you have to do that in the NFL.
Yeah, we tend to nitpick all these guys in college. Big, strong, smart, lets it rip, mobile, looks good to me. Finally, Joe Burrow is better than I thought. I thought my comp was Tony Romo. I think he's done a terrific job with marginal protection. It's our play of the week, but let's just talk about what you see so far with the Bengals young quarterback.
And Burrow's different than Herbert because he's not a big arm guy. Yeah. Burrow is a timing rhythm player, and they play to his strengths. They've been in empty sets far more than any team in the NFL. And when you're on empty, the ball comes out quick.
Try to duck inside.
Fine feel for progression reading for a young quarterback. The ball comes out. There's a rhythmic feel. Colin, you've watched quarterbacks for a long time. You can see when a quarterback plays rhythmically. And I think that Zach Taylor has done a really nice job sort of designing plays, and that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at a really well-designed play right now, so we can run it and we'll see it. So here's a play from last week where he hits T. Higgins, who, by the way, is playing very well, and it's going to be a really good play. Yeah. But here's an example. Here's what they wanted to get done. They wanted to get Higgins on this in-breaking route. We just saw the play. So Burrow is in the gun. So you want to get Higgins right there, right in the middle of the field on an in-breaking route. So who do you have to control on this play to do that? Control the two-stack linebacker. Because otherwise they're going to be right in the middle of the passing lane. So how do you control those two linebackers? This is where this ball comes into play. So when the he's going to run around through the formation. Now, what you do here is you control the one closest to Higgins with play action, and you get the linebacker to look into the backfield. As I said, the far linebacker, Drew Sample, controls him with his route. So what you're doing is you're expanding the two linebackers with in the backfield and with your route that opens the passing lane. Notice the rhythm throw. So this is designed, setting up your quarterback to make it what's essentially an easy throw, but you're setting him up beautifully. The ball can come out, you get run after catch, and you get a 30-yard gain.
Yeah, it's amazing how often just a little tweak by a receiver, a back, that just moves a safety or a linebacker.
Oh my God, that's fucked up ass throw.
It's just amazing how often it's just a
Oh man.
step by a tight end to the left, moves the linebacker 2 steps over, there's the crease in the window, and Burrow delivers.
No, he's been very, when you see a player, particularly a quarterback come who looks like he did in college, you know he'll be a good player because he looks exactly the same as he did at LSU last year.
Good stuff, Greg Cosell, NFL Film. Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Carl. Appreciate it.
Coming up next, a quarterback you're selling stock on, and I'm buying more of it. That's coming up. This month, Elijah Craig's continuing to build awareness by introducing listeners to greatness within Elijah Craig bourbon, specifically as it relates to their award-winning small batch. Every bottle of their award-winning small batch carries a signature warm spice and a subtle smoke flavor. Smooth, well-balanced. In fact, Elijah Craig was named best
Oh my God.
bourbon at the
What the fuck, bro?
Spirits competition. Goes to show hard work and dedication lead to great things.
What kind of bullshit is that, man?
The finals, keep Lakers at home. Enjoy it with a glass of Elijah Craig. Discover the greatness within. Pick up a bottle today. You can also order it online.
Oh my God.
You buy Elijah
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Bourbon whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 47% alcohol by volume. Elijah Craig reminds you to think wisely, drink wisely. Elijah Craig.
Domino's knows delivery, so when we asked our team members how to make carry-out more convenient, they had thoughts. Breakfast. That's the thought. Deliver it even better. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up, check in.
That's a, he down. Run it all the way.
Carry-out.
Run it all the way.
I can't believe it.
Plus, better than my house is hot. I can't.
Hey, Kurt, look, moving. Oh, you no, I can't believe how easy it was to say thank you.
Thank you.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance. We live in uncertainty. However, there is one thing you can be certain of. The men and women of the United States. We're here to deliver your cards, packages, and prescriptions. And also to deliver peace of mind knowing what's important to you. What you got is on its way. Every day, all across America, we deliver for you. And we always will. Old Trapper Beats, fancy and the rhubarb? Oh, much better.
Come on, bro.
What's your beef?
What the fuck?
Located in Amazon Transportation Center.
It's a perfect throw.
Climate change. We want to be sustainable, but when you have a truck running over 300 miles, you have flights going hundreds of miles, it's a bit more challenging. We are letting the data guide us the best solution. We start trying to solve a problem that nobody else has solved. That's the first thing.
Oh my God.
Now with Ram Power Days bonus cash, get $7,300 in total values on the 2020 Ram 1500.
big news kickoff pregame show at 10. I'm going to AT&T Red River Showdown. All part of Big News Saturday on Fox and the Fox Sports app. As a barber, nothing's going to be my thing. Especially for guys who can't get razor bumps from ordinary razors at home. So when it can't be me, there's Gillette Skin Guard. A razor that's made different and designed just for men with skin that's easily irritated. It flattens the skin and lifts the blade for a shave that's close to that trimmer but not too close for comfort. I mean, it's just right. Gillette Skin Guard razor. So when we asked our team members how to make carry out more than that's the thought. Deliver it even better. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up, check it online, carry out delivered.
Oh my God, come on, bruh. Perfect pass.
Good to have you in. Michelin Endurance XT Silicone Wiper Blades at Walmart. That's where you get them. Last 2 times longer than other blades. Good to have you in on a Friday Blazing 5, top of the hour. You know, it's just funny that whenever you play in these big games like Jimmy Garoppolo and Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and Garoppolo loses, and everybody just settles Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like, you watch the game because like 100 million people watched it, and Garoppolo outplayed Mahomes for 3 quarters. He misses a throw, he's no good. Have you seen San Francisco with Nick Mullins lately? They just lost to Philadelphia. And Lamar Jackson lost to Patrick Mahomes. Everybody's like, Lamar, I'm done, he's a ceiling. Okay. Lamar Jackson is completing 68% of his throws, 7 TDs, 1 pick, a passer rating of 111.5. I'm going to buy your stock. He plays Joe Burrow this weekend. Little context. Joe Burrow's older than Lamar Jackson. Lamar's 23 years old. When I was in college at like 22, I was pulling fire extinguishers out and spraying people. Like, he's 23. He's a kid. He's terrific. He got housed by Patrick Mahomes. Welcome to the NFL. That's going to happen to everybody for 15 years a lot. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are going to dice up, you know, almost everybody not named Belichick and big quarterbacks. I'll buy your Lamar Jackson stock. Let's just... Last week he dropped against actually a really good Washington defense. Jared Goff's going to face him this weekend. Good luck with that. Washington defense is no fun. And the rookie's back. The Ohio State rush end is back. Chase Young's back this week. Watch what the Rams do offensively. Watch them struggle this week. Watch Jared Goff. They dropped, the Ravens and Lamar dropped 31 points last week against Washington. Lamar didn't even have to finish the game against Washington.
Let's go, let's go.
Really good. You sell stock, I'm buying it, okay?
Let's go.
I do this tier 1, 2.
We gone. To the house.
I don't want to do that. I just put quarterbacks in 2 tiers. I don't care about
Good job, boy.
Good. Tier 1 is Russell Wilson, Mahomes, and Rodgers. They can do stuff you can't explain. They can carry bad lines, bad defenses. They're like superhumans. And then there's special guys, and that's kind of fluid. You can see I've moved around a lot of guys. Wentz, Derek Carr, Breeze, in, out, boom. Lamar's the head of the class there with Brady, Ben, Deshaun, and Josh Allen. I moved Josh Allen. If you're one of these 2, you can end up winning the Super Bowl. That's all I care about. If you're in a tier 1, you can carry a bad unit to a Super Bowl.
What's up, man?
You probably need a little more help. Deshaun's not winning up. But this is a good tier to be in. I don't even care about
You got a nice little squad over there, man.
Tier 5, let's be honest. I'm looking for another quarterback. I'm drafting potentially another quarterback. I'll take every phone call from every GM in the league about a quarterback. I'm very close If San Francisco loses again without Jimmy Garoppolo,
Good job.
they'll put him in tier 2
Good tackle.
without playing. If you can't keep telling me Kyle Shanahan's the smartest offensive coach in the world, he is, and they can't win at home against beat-up Philadelphia without Jimmy Garoppolo. But we've done this now to Garoppolo and Lamar Jackson. They play a huge television game. We all watch it, and they have a bad corner, a bad miss, and we just bail on it. Well, 85% would die for Lamar Jackson, and 75% would die for Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, Seattle wouldn't, Green Bay wouldn't, maybe Pittsburgh this morning wouldn't, maybe Tampa this morning wouldn't, maybe they would in 2 years. Come on, Lamar's fine. He's doing great. Just look at the numbers. And he's also now, let's be honest now, he's a target.
Let's go.
It's going to be okay. Blazing 5, top of the hour. You know, it's funny. I went out this morning on Nick Foles. I'll play it next hour. Apparently has a thought about Tom.
46 on his first game.
LeBron and Tom Brady. These guys have been incredible ambassadors.
How do you eat lunch, bro? Eat lunch when you can have it, bro.
You do get
What?
all of them, right?
Go.
We get a time.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost have to take it for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play action. Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Miami.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Kenny Moore brought him down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Curtis. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
10-10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And oh, he coughed it up. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Curtis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Curtis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here for Davis. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. And he takes it in for a Colts score. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Dolphins 20, Colts 14. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 59-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
Blankenship out to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run again with Breida. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Miami.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's get off the field. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Fielded at the 33. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Curtis looking for Campbell downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with an extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
20 all. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
On 41-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run again with Hines. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Curtis. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
4 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run it with Malc-Fya. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. That would give DeBreda. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Jakeem.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. When you drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Touchdown, Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Mack, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on second down. Curtis. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time shooting in there to get him to the ground. To throw on second down. Curtis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
The second down.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Rouge Hill on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. First down, Dolphins.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.